Hi, I'm Tash.
I'm Alex.
And we are in France.
By mistake. En erreur.
But did you say on error?
On
Get
error.
you, get you.
I don't know if it's right or not.
Yeah, probably. Power on, isn't it? So today, and we do need to do French videos because, yeah, you all need a good laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we all need a good laugh. So today we're going to talk about the French language. Do you want to kick off?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when you first arrive in France, there's the classic story that, you know, once you're immersed, it'll just come really easy, it'll come naturally. Like osmosis, just...
Yeah, if you live in the country, you'll pick up the language. Well, we're here to tell you that does not happen.
It is a lie.
No, and you can be...
work at it.
Yeah, it doesn't. You do not acquire the language. It doesn't come to you. You don't pick it up like you're picking up your shopping. You have to work really hard at it. So you need to get rid of your BBC iPlayer, Sky,
Michelle Thomas.
Yeah, all of it. It's just not worth a wank, as I would say. Alex never heard that expression, but hopefully some others may have heard that. And I'm sorry if you find that a bit crude, but there you go.
So the first thing is really you're going to have to get yourself some lessons, and it really depends on your. I think a lot depends on your age. I know that sounds like a bit of a
I would say no to the lessons.
I disagree.
Okay, I would say no. They're not worth a wank either. You won't learn much in lessons. It'd be a big waste of time, wouldn't it?
You spent the whole time at Greta.
Yeah, but that was different. That was an intensive formation course.
The lessons.
Oh no, I thought you meant like individual going and paying someone. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Don't go paying for an hour a week.
Yeah. And
sitting there learning grammar and all that. It's just
from a person who couldn't care less if you speak it or not.
No, honestly, French telly, French subtitles, radio is the best way, and just throwing yourself into awkward phone calls, picking up the phone.
Yeah.
Going on Deep L Translate, which is much better than Google, preparing what you're going to say, prepare what you think they'll say back to you, and just pick up the phone and do it. But everything else,
get off the phone and sob afterwards because it's all gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, but you need to
pillow talk, that might help.
Yeah, I'm still in search of that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I need. All I need is a French lover.
Yeah. All I need.
That's all I need. That's it.
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah.
For that I've always said that.
Formation, nothing.
Yeah. I've always said that. You need a hot French lover, and then he'll teach you French, or she'll teach you French, or whatever. You know. So
exactly.
that's our tip for that.
Yeah.
So you won't pick it up like.
Which is why I can't speak French. That's the.
I've got this t-shirt on. Pardon my French, because I understand pretty good. I understand about 90%, and when my kids used to take the mick because my standard phrase was, I only understand 80%, and they're like, oh, and I churned that phrase out. See that you can have your stock phrases as well when you live it, don't you?
Yeah, particularly when you first start.
You just churn it out every time I go, oh, I understand 8%, and I always used to joke that it was the 20%. Which is the most important, but I do understand most of but sometimes I understand the opposite of what's being said.
Yes, if you miss the n, there's the very subtle n in something, you think there's a positive.
Something is happening, or the tenses. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh, so that is happening, but it might have happened. So, but by and large, we get the gist. We know what's, you don't have to understand every word. 90% is good enough. My problem is my speaking I know the words I want to say, but it's my pronunciation. It can be, and when we met at the party, she was saying I don't articulate my words enough.
But that's, I think.
But I do that in English.
In English, yeah. So it's a Freudian accent.
It's kind of. Yeah, I sort of slur my words, don't I?
You can almost eat them, swallow them. But that's a London thing. I don't think it's.
So I'm doing that in French regional as well. So there's that, isn't it? The pronunciation, which you're all right on pronunciation.
Yeah, I'm all right on pronunciation. I just haven't got the the volume of vocabulary.
The vocab. Yeah.
So I tend to use the same old stock phrases.
She's got a really good understanding face when you haven't understood as well. She's like, yeah, and she hasn't. And I said, oh, did you? No, I didn't understand a word of that. That's a very good face to have. Is that you do come across as a great listener. And the French like that because there's quite a culture of talking over someone, and because you're like going,
oh, fits in well.
Yeah. No, I do.
If you say vraiment, which is really, or oui, when you're in them talking to you,
they love it. Lap it up. It's just like they think you're all right. They really listen, and I'm thinking I'm trying to understand what you're actually saying. It does make you a good listener, actually learning a language. Yeah. Because I'm not really, am I?
Right.
But I can give the illusion that I am.
Yeah, exactly. So, and if you hook on to like one word or a subject within that conversation, you suddenly think, all right, I'm on it now. I know where we're going.
One thing that can throw you sometimes, if there's a word within a sentence, I fixate on that word and I can lose the whole rest of the context. Whereas normally, so try not to fixate on the word that you haven't understood because you probably did understand the rest of it.
Yeah, and it's all passed you by then. So yeah.
But there's also the classic errors with my pronunciation. Whenever I pronounce something wrong, it's never not a word. It is always a vulgar or rude word. Or sexual. That it's never just it's nothing. Yeah, it's just, I'm just like, oh, really? I even did it on Saturday, didn't I? I said something and they were like, I can't even remember what it was. And
normally if you think you're talking about your back, you're talking about your backside, you're talking
about... Oh, my neck, yeah. It's neck and arse. It's, I can't even do it. It's Q for your arse, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Or Q. And I have gone to the doctor and said I've got a rash on my arse, which he looked absolutely horrified. And I did wonder why he said drop your trousers, and I didn't, but I went on for it, I did point, but now I won't say neck because I know I can't. There's a fine line. Even if you say merci beaucoup, that you could say thank you very arse. Yeah. And I've said pronunciation when someone's saying bonne journée, and I've said à vous de même, meaning and you the same. My kids think I'm saying demain. For tomorrow.
Yeah, you tomorrow. Yeah.
I've said in the UK, if someone said, oh, thank you, I'd say not at all. Mm-hmm. Would you say that? Not at all. It's nothing. But I would also say not at all. Mm. And I said that for 4 years. I said pas du tout. And even when I'm saying to, I'm saying it as you, T-U rather than T-O-U-T. I have a real problem with vowels. So I've been saying to them, no, why, don't thank me. Rather than the English version, which is, oh, it's nothing, de rien, or je vous en prie, or je t'en prie. But yeah, I've had some I've been saying that for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, as have I when I've gone to a restaurant and said, if they've asked me if I wanted dessert, and I've said, oh no, I'm full. You don't say that.
No, she said je suis pleine, which is like she's a pregnant animal.
Yeah.
Where she say, I know I always get this wrong. Is it j'ai trop?
Je mange Sophie or...
No, j'ai trop mangé.
J'ai trop mangé, which I've eaten too much. I've eaten enough is fine though, Sophie. Or
no, ça suffit.
Ça suffit.
Oh, j'ai pas un cochon.
But there's.
No, I've just said I have not a pig. Yeah. So je suis pas. Je suis pas. And also you don't put the negation. So what you learn in school is je n'aime pas. Yeah. You won't hear anyone say it. They just say j'aime pas or je sais pas.
It just rolls,
So you won't say je ne sais pas. You'll say je sais pas. Or if you're going to be really local, you go je sais pas.
So but you only pick those. But it's fine to obviously to use the stuff that you did learn at school in the proper way to speak in the same way as you would when you were learning another language.
Just no one will understand you, will they?
No.
Okay.
Just crack on that.
I don't know, I'm having one of those days.
They don't mind that. So yeah, there's a few like that. Or the other one, a classic one which people use all the time is when you're out and about and on a nice sunny day and you'll say je suis chaud.
Yeah. No, because that means you're horny.
That's your horny.
There's all these when you do that, you're making real kind of sexual references.
Yeah, which is usually j'ai chaud. Because I said have hot.
There's a kino, the person that does the back. Is it the back? There's some sort of and the end of the word is pote, but I said poot, which is a whore.
Yeah.
So I'm often saying things like that. I've said il pleurait, so instead of il pleut, so I used to say for about a year, it's crying when it's raining. Basically what you want to do is leave all your dignity, self-respect, and confidence in Le Manche when you cross over, and you just walk around like the village idiot with a big smile on your face and talking like a utter child, which is a disservice to children, I think.
Yeah, but just trying to make it that it's charming.
Yeah, it's not. You just feel like I often feel like the village idiot.
Yeah, I
say that? It's not really PC.
It's not really PC, but we're in the village.
I'm the village idiot who just like. But no, I'm better now. But sometimes I do think I would. It's a challenge all the time, isn't it?
The language is though, because it's the way it's been brought up. It does get better. The language itself has not developed, and you've said it's
quite a crass. Even though it sounds beautiful, it's quite a crass language. It's quite. My son said that to me.
Insular.
It's like you give. I take that. It's very like we'd say, well, very rude of you. You'd say, would you mind if I da 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 da? Whereas here, it's the use of the words, if you translate them back, is very direct. It's very literal. It's very brusque, isn't it?
Yeah. So you go to somewhere and you say, give me the bread.
You wouldn't say, we all talk to girls, je voudrais un sandwich. No one says that. They say je prends, or oui. It's just.
But then they do have the polite way, which is the vous, versus the more familiar way, which is the tu, which is something that we don't have in English. So
no, and a lot of countries do have that, and that can be especially if you've been used to tuing, which I have been for quite a while now. So when I found that recently, I've started tuing people in the shop, and then you've got to sort of
you apologise, and they look at you like, well, that's fine.
Well, I said vas-y instead of allez-y go ahead in the shop. And Nathan went, that sounded a bit rude, Mum. But it's just because I've got a one French friend. She hates that if we go, oh, my French friend. Yeah. But when people do make a Brit thing, go on.
Yeah. It's a classic Brit thing where they go, well, yeah, I'm going out with my French friend tomorrow. It's like, well, isn't that not just your friend?
They've got to make a thing, but it is actually hard to. We can do another one on that. Hard to make French friends because they've normally got their own friends that don't need any more. They certainly don't need me kicking around, do they? But when you do get yourself a French friend, acquire one, and you're having lunch and you're talking on the phone or whatever, you're using tu, and you're writing in tu, and then you get into that mindset, and then so that can be hard. But that's a great place to be, I think, when you feel like you semi-arrived then, don't you, where you are in a position where you're talking to someone in the tu form, it's quite nice. So if you get to that stage, but like we say, it doesn't just come. All you need to watch films in French with French subtitles, not English. Even it's got pictures, you're gonna have to work it out yourself. Get rid of all the Duolingo maybe a little bit, but I don't know,
but it depends where you're starting. If you're starting from zero, I suppose, then fine.
Yeah, you've got to have some basics.
Have some basics, but really, immerse yourself and just put. You will have some very awkward times. You'll have some awful times on the telephone where you have no idea what's going on, and you've got to get Orange to come round, or you've got to get EDF to come round,
and you do feel triumphant, and when you do that, you do feel triumphant, and as you progress more, those things aren't as triumphant anymore, are they?
No, and then
that's a good sign as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you go into a cafe and they can't understand you for coffee,
or like even you could have just arranged loads of things. I've had trouble ordering 3 chips. And the guy's like, what? And I was like, in the end I was like, 3? And what you're selling, which is the only thing you're selling, which is chips. It's like 3 chips. And I think, is he just saying it because he wants, look at you just getting right on messages. On
that's a phone call.
Okay. Oh, is it a phone call? No, we're not picking that up, it's only work.
Yeah.
It's only what she gets. That's a real job. Yeah, this is more important, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll
because we're going to go viral.
I'll ring it back.
But just anything else you want to add on that?
I think so. But just keep working at it. It's a lot of fun. But there are lots of places you can go to in France that will give you support.
Yeah, and they
Greta
pay
is
you.
one of the best ones.
We've done a video on that on getting free. And you do feel you're like this all the time. You feel like, oh yeah, I'm really rocking it, and then you'll be down there. There'll be days where I can't string a sentence together, and there's days where I think, oh yeah, I'm bossing this French.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
don't think the person on the receiving end might not think so, but ignorance is bliss as well when you're out here, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, I'm sure. But it is a lot of fun, and it's something new. It's all a new adventure, isn't it? Learning something's brilliant. Every day's a school day, as they say.
Every day's an adventure. It's an effing nightmare. I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to speak my language.
I'm coming back. I want to go to Sainsbury's.
I miss Sainsbury's. I miss the Chorley cakes, the Eccles cake. Not that I need to eat them, but just
I don't think I need to miss. I've got enough cake.
But just going into Sainsbury's and just buying stuff.
Having choice. having stuff that's
Buying
packaged nicely.
Buying your the medication off the shelf.
Yeah,
it's a real joy.
Walking into a supermarket that smells nice, not one that smells like fish or cheese. It smells like old camembert. You just walk in, you think, really, marketing people have really got it wrong here.
And George at Asda, but all the clothes.
That needs to be another one. I think we'll do that as another subject.
And high strength juice. That's what. I don't like this syrup.
Yes, we're getting a pipeline in from Robinson's straight into our house.
Yeah, so I might do a GoFundMe. Can go Tash go back home now? I only moved because George Michael died.
You moved because George Michael.
Well, I was at a point where there was Brexit, and I thought, well, George Michael had everything, didn't he? Money, wealth, and I just thought you only live once, so why don't I just jack in my nice life in South London with all my friends and family in my nice house, and move to France because I liked holidaying.
Yeah, it's like one big holiday here, isn't it?
Yeah, so it was George Michael, Brexit, and I just thought, well, you've only got one life.
I know, and then we've rolled into a pandemic and now a war.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought I didn't want to live with regret and think, because I've always I love the French language. I've always. It's got tea and sympathy for it.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Je ne regret rien.
Yeah. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Don't want to.
Was running around in my head.
I didn't want to think, oh, I've always wanted to live in France and I never did. I got to the end of my days and didn't do it.
Yeah.
And now I know.
You take that one off.
Take that one right off. Get a boat back. Thank you, George Michael. And bloody Brexiteers made me think, oh yeah, I'd keep my European rights, and that didn't happen, did it? So if I moved before 2019, all would be good. Yeah. But it didn't. And I just thought you can have all the money in the world, you can lose it all out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Just whitter it down here. So yeah, George Michael.
In a fog of people who don't understand what you're talking about.
And you can speak like a challenged child. Every day. And then wail and rock yourself to sleep.
When you're in your deathbed, you look back on that and go, that was an adventure.
That was horrendous. Yeah, we're living the dream. Bossing the language. I mean, yeah, one day we'd like to have a fully fledged conversation for an hour, intellectual conversation in French. So no, I do love the language. I do, and I love the sound of it. Just I can't do it. I can't make those sounds. Can I? But no, I do. We do. France is a great country. I mean, we jest, but yeah, sometimes we do miss Sainsbury's.
Yeah, I may well tape.
What about Marks? Do you miss Marks?
Oh, I love Marks. Yeah, Marks and Spencer's, a bit of Waitrose, all of that. Love it. So when I go back, we just bombard it.
Yeah, it's so funny. Any of us who get back, we're like, woo! Like, and we'll just post pictures of everything going, oh, someone said customer service is, we're getting a good customer service. But it's
the amount of curries you get on your
oh yeah. Oh, who was it who said? Oh no, it's my hairdresser said they went back recently, and she said, with curry Chinese, and you just do every single takeaway going, don't you? So
yeah, and send pictures of people that's stuck in France. So
okay, anyhow, right, yeah, come to France.
Yeah,
Learn the language. It's really easy.
Viens ici.
Yeah.
Au revoir.
À plus.